Now it's time for the amazing Jessica Murphy to do her thing in the cafe kitchen. She's putting our gorgeous garlic front and centre by making a confit and showing us a few ways of using it.
Now we've got some beautiful garlic out of the DIY garden that they've basically picked fresh and then dried out for us. So I peeled a few cloves here and I'm just going to add that to the pan, like so. I'm basically going to cover them all in olive oil. And I'm going to cook it very, very slowly. What's great about confit is that it can be used in pasta, or basically you can crush it into breadcrumbs and crumble it over, say, cauliflower and cheese, and you have some beautiful panko breadcrumbs and some herbs. You can just crush that into that, and that just gives it a lovely garlicky, sweet flavour. So as low as possible, slow and low. Okay, so this is what you end up with, some beautiful garlic cloves and some extra virgin olive oil there. So what I'm going to do now is make some beautiful bruschetta with some local goat's cheese. Beautiful piece of sourdough that we prepared earlier. And I am just going to get the nasturtium leaves, which is going to provide a beautiful peppery taste to the goat's cheese and the sweetness of the garlic cloves. Start by spreading this quite thickly, very generous, on the bruschetta. So these are fully cooked, so they're very, very sweet. It does seem like a lot of garlic, but it's absolutely mild to the taste. And what we're going to do is we're going to shake it up a bit by putting some of these beautiful peppery nasturtiums on it. Now, and that's a simple bruschetta. Another thing you can do with the confit garlic, and what I have here is some beautiful pureed butternut squash. It's quite rustic because you can serve it with any kind of stew or braised beef, but what I'm going to add to it is the beautiful confit garlic. Sometimes you don't want to see a whole clove of garlic, it kind of freaks people out, so I'm going to actually just mash this in. See how soft it is, it just disappears into the puree, and it's just going to add that really nice earthy flavour and smoky flavour of the garlic, but it's not going to be too stringent, so great for kids and elderly people or people on the mend that haven't been quite well. So yeah, simple puree. Now, one last thing you can do with garlic, especially if it's this size and a bit wonky, sorry Mick, is basically roast it in the oven and squeeze it all out, because it saves loads of time from peeling it. It doesn't break your heart. You don't have to stand there for like 10 hours peeling all your little cloves. And we're just going to chop the top off ever so slightly. Some tin foil, because we're going to place this in the oven. Okay, so I'm just going to start with some rock salt in the bottom, and that's just going to help all the flavour penetrate all through that garlic. Okay, so basically I'm going to tie them up like a little tent. I'm going to cook this for 40 minutes at 180 degrees. Don't forget to keep on checking on it because it depends on the size of the actual bowl. Right, now wait for it to cool down when it comes out of the oven because it's going to be extremely hot. So we're just going to investigate. Beautiful. Two things you can do with this is you could actually whip it with butter and make a beautiful garlic butter, or you could actually serve it with a beautiful jacket potato with sour cream. Or, last one thing, you can wrap it up, put it back in the fridge again. It lasts for up to 7 days, so it's up to you.
Look
oh my
at
God.
this.
That looks absolutely
What
fab.
beautiful presentation. It looks amazing. Clearly, garlic. This is your hero, dude.
I know, and isn't it just amazing that it's putting it centre stage? Because garlic is always like, it's just a little, you know, the condiment that you chop into your spag bol or whatever, whereas here it's absolutely centre stage. I love that. So we've got our garlic confit here, served here on bruschetta, which looks absolutely delicious, which we're going to taste now. So the garlic confit right there in the centre of that.
I get a bit of the doughiness.
Which is very messy and very, very delicious. That's great. You use a knife and fork for bruschetta.
I know, I was ready to not dragged up.
And then we've got beautiful butternut squash, garlic confit again, another use of it, which is right into the centre of this with some beautiful butternut squash, very seasonal, very delicious as well. And that has just got that really rich
so
garlicky
nice.
flavour right in there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well done, Jess, for putting garlic centre stage. No more condiment garlic. This is where it's
No.
at, putting it all right up front and
Championing the
centre.
garlic. We love it. Bring it on.
Brilliant.